Ready? Start. This type of Commonwealth Games has never been held in the past and never will be held in future. A sports minister is in UPAI has given a very serious statement. He was a perhaps first such a sports minister who was not concerned with sports. We read many statements from him in daily newspapers. He said that the people organizing these games are devils. He said that these games are nothing but loot. The honorable members from the opposition raised the issue of diversion of special provision funds for SC/ST. I would like to know from the government as to who will reply to these questions. The sports minister says that his responsibility is limited to construction of a stadium. The government of Delhi says that they are limited to creating infrastructure. The sports minister in UPAI has stated that India is spending the half of rupees 70,000 crores on Commonwealth Games kept for loan waiver of 40 crore families of farmers in order to boost its international image. I would like to have a reply from the government about the truth in this statement. One day, a television channel revealed about the CBC report. In this report, it was stated that irregularities to the tune of crores of rupees have been committed by the various departments of the central government, the state government, and the DDA. Within 24 hours, a letter regarding irregularities committed by the organizing committee in the baton relay was given to another news channel. This is my serious charge and I want a reply from the government. The Official Secrets Act has been violated. This report within 24 hours was broken in order to hide the irregularities reported by the CBC. The person responsible for this lapse who has committed this gross irregularity should immediately be punished. The price of an item of Re1 has been tendered for a price 10 times higher. It is a very serious report from the CBC. There is not a single agency on which allegation has not been leveled. It has a mention about the DDA as well, which is directly under the Lieutenant Governor. A minimum of 50% quality assurance was not there in the work. Who is responsible for all these irregularities mentioned in the CBC report? I welcome all of you to the first meeting of the Parliamentary Consultative Committee of the Ministry of Communications. We are in the midst of an information and communication revolution. This revolution is bringing about fundamental changes in every aspect of life at the national and international levels. It has also opened the prospect of India emerging as an information technology superpower. This prospect will become a reality only if we create a modern nationwide telecommunications infrastructure at the earliest. Telecommunications is also by itself an accelerator of economic growth. The telephone is no longer a luxury, but an indispensable tool in every conceivable economic activity. For example, the large network of STD IST booths established by the Department of Telecommunications in a short a span, and we can see these boots even in a small towns today has immensely benefited small entrepreneurs and the common person. Experts have calculated that 1% increase in telephone density results in a 3% increase in GDP. As you would make out from the agenda notes, this information and communication revolution has unfortunately largely bypassed rural India. The National Telecom Policy of 1994 had envisaged universal access and availability of basic telecom services on demand. We are way behind achievement of this objective. The failure is most glaring in meeting the target of at least one village public telephone for each of the 6 lakh villages in the country. More than half of these 6 lakh villages still do not have even a single telephone in, not to mention other sophisticated forms of communications. Moreover, the telephone density in such of the villages which do have a connection is very low. This should be matter of concern for all of us. My government will not allow the rural-urban divide to get further widened because of failures in policy and implementation to meet our goal in rural telephony. My vision is to see every Indian village connected with the global village that is being created by the information and communication revolution. The failure in the area of rural telephony cannot be seen in isolation from the flaws in the National Telecom Policy of 1994 and its implementation. Today, everybody recognizes that the reforms in the telecom sector, particularly relating to investment in basic and cellular services by private operators, have failed. Stop.